So 1 minus 3x over 2 equals 4 over 5. 1 minus 3x over 2 equals negative 4 over 5. We'll start with this one. So 1 minus 3x divided by 2. Going to multiply by 2 on both sides. It is the same as cross multiplying. So we would have 4 times 2 divided by 5. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 over 5. 1 minus 3x. Yes. So minus 3x would equal to 8 over 5 minus 1. How do we combine those two? Add on to the other side, you mean up this way. So that's what we're trying to do, but we can't do it directly because one is a fraction, the other is a number. We need a common denominator. It is 1 here, 5 there. We need a 5 in the denominator, so we multiply and divide by 5. So 8 over 5 minus 5 over 5. Do we have a common denominator now? Yes. So 8 minus 5 is 3. Minus 3x is equal to 3 over 5. Divide by negative 3. 3 over 5. Multiply by negative 3. Dividing by negative 3 on both sides. The 3 and the negative 3 will get cancelled, which would mean x is equal to 1 over negative 5. Does it matter if I put that negative up there? No. So negative 1 over 5.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Yes.
So why didn't you just find the least common denominator first? Like, why didn't you just do that?
What do you mean by first?
Like, you know how you did all that extra stuff, the 4 by the 2 and all that? Why didn't you just multiply it by 10? Like the whole thing by 10. You see what I'm saying?
You could do it that way also. Yeah, it's, you know,
It's just preference.
some people eat it up with this way, some eat it that way, or this way. It's a matter of preference.
Okay.
That's a good question, though. There isn't, exactly one way, and say this is the only way to get to that answer. Do whatever that makes you comfortable. So this is negative 1 over 5. Over here, multiply by 2 on both sides. 1 minus 3x is equal to negative 8 over 5, because negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. So negative 3x would equal to negative 8 over 5 minus 1. And it is the same process. We want to combine negative 8 over 5 with negative 1. Negative 3x is equal to negative 8 over 5. We're going to multiply and divide that by 5. Minus 1 over 1 times 5 over 5. 1 times 5 is 5. So we will have minus 8 over 5 minus 5 over 5. Do we have a common denominator? Yes. So we can combine the numerators. So 5 minus 8 minus 5. We get negative 13 over 5. Good. So minus 3x is equal to minus 13 over 5. Divide by negative 3, or just get rid of the negative first. 3x would equal to 13 over 5. Dividing by 3 would mean 13 divided by 3 times 5. 3 times 5 is 13. So the answer is 13 over 13. So we're clear? Sometimes you can't see it. So we have absolute value of x plus 4 is equal to the absolute value of 2x minus 1. All of the previous problems, what we had here was just a number, right? Whatever works for a number will also work for an expression. What do I mean by that? We're going to take x plus 4 and set it equal to positive 2x minus 1. One case. Or what is the other one? Negative 2x minus 1. So this is a place where I've seen students make mistakes. So would you put it as negative 2x minus 1 or negative 2x minus 1? Which is correct, the first one or the second? How many of you say second? 1, 2, 3. What is that? 1.5?
Maybe.
4. That's it. Okay. How many of you say 1? Okay. Well, 2 is correct. Now you see, and I've seen students make this mistake. So it has to be negative 2x minus 1. So we'll start with this, x plus 4 equals 2x minus 1. So I'm going to move all the x's to one side, the numbers to the other. So 2x comes to this side, it becomes negative 2x. And I have minus 1. Move the number to the other side, I have minus 4. Yes.
I have a question. Okay, so the one that you put in parentheses, do you do that every time it's negative?
Every time.
Okay.
So whatever expression that is in here, the entire expression will take on that negative.
Okay.
So minus x, because x minus 2x is minus x. Minus 1 minus 4 is minus 5. So those two negatives will get cancelled. X equals 5 is one solution. Good. We are going to do the same with the second bit. X plus 4 is equal to negative 2x minus 1. Distribute the negative. X plus 4 is equal to minus 2x. Negative times negative 1 is positive 1. Move all the x's to one side, numbers to the other. Minus 2x comes this way, it becomes plus 2x. 4 goes that way, it becomes minus 4. With me? 2x plus x is x. Oh, bad algebra. 3x. And 1 minus 4 is negative 3. How do we find x? We divide by 3 on both sides. So if we divide by 3, I will get x is equal to negative 1. And in a problem like this, you should always check. Let's see if it works out. At x is equal to 5. So on the left-hand side, we've got absolute value of x plus 4. Right-hand side, absolute value of 2x minus 1. Yes? So I'm going to plug in 5 for x. So absolute value of 5 plus 4. On this side, absolute value of 2 times 5 minus 1. What is 5 plus 4? 9. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 minus 1, 9. absolute value of 9 is still 9, does it work out? Yes. So x equals 5 is a solution. How about the next one? We are going to plug in -1 for x. -1 plus 4 is +3. 2 times -1 is -2. -2, -1 is -3. Look at that and say, oh, there's an absolute value of 3, absolute value of -3. So that's not a solution. Am I right? You say no, why?
Absolute value of -3 is 3.
Exactly. Don't jump to conclusion here. We have to look at the absolute value. Absolute value of 3 is 3. Absolute value of -3 is also 3. So it works out. Does that make sense? Okay. So we have absolute value of x minus 7 equal to absolute value of 3x minus 1. So the process is very similar to what we did. So x minus 7 is equal to the positive value inside, or x minus 7 equal to the negative of the entire expression that is inside the absolute value. Parentheses, very, very important. Highlight, put a star, do one of those, don't forget the parentheses. So here, I'm going to add 7. In other words, I'm going to move -7 from the left-hand side, move it to the right, and it would become +7. And move the 3x to the left-hand side, it would become -3x. 7 minus 1 is 6. X minus 3x is -2x, which would equal to 6. And x would simply be equal to 6 over -2. So x is -3. Yes. And over here, x minus 7, got to be patient when you distribute the negative. The negative applies to both terms. So -3x, negative times -1 is +1. So x minus 7 would equal to negative, well, I wrote it already. So move all the x's to one side, numbers to the other. -3x, when it comes to the left-hand side, it would become +3x. -7, when it moves to the right-hand side, it would become +7. Anytime you cross over the equal sign, the sign will change. The sign, positive or negative, will change. 3x plus x would equal to 4x. 7 plus 1 is 8. So x would be equal to 8 over 4. And what is 8 over 4? 2. Do check. I know that for this problem, both of them are solutions. So if you check, you will get, or you will get to say that both of them are solutions. Did we check? Yes. So we want to solve this 2x plus 3 divided by 3 equals the positive of that, whatever expression that you have inside the absolute value sign. So x plus 4 multiplied by 3 on both sides because we want to get rid of that 3. So 2x plus 3. You can either say it as multiplying by 3 on both sides or cross multiply, one and the same. So 3 times x plus 1. Now we distribute the 3 in, so 3x plus 12 would equal to 2x plus 3. Yes? Move all the x's to one side, numbers to the other. So 2x minus 3x, because positive 3x crosses over equal sign, becomes negative 3x. Positive 3 moves to that side, it will become negative 3. You can either see it that way, or you can do what you do, add by, or subtract by negative 12 and so forth. It's entirely up to you. So 2x minus 3x is negative x, and 12 minus 3 is 9. If negative x is equal to 9, x would be equal to negative 9. Good. That's one solution. The other, we have to set the inside expression that is over here equal to negative. The entire expression has to go within parentheses. That is the crucial step. This is where the mistake will happen because you would forget to put the parentheses. That's very, very important. So 2x plus 3. Same thing, multiply by 3 on both sides. 3 here will get cancelled. Negative times 3 is negative 3, multiplied by x plus 4. Yes. So 2x plus 3 is equal to minus 3x minus 12. Negative 3x, if it moves over that side or to that side, it becomes positive 3x. 3, if it moves over this side, you will have negative 3. 2x plus 3x is 5x. Negative 12, negative 3 is negative 15, which would mean x is equal to negative 15 over 5. So we have negative 3. Good. Now, you can check this menu if you did. I know these two are solutions. Good.